ready with me while we talk about how I have a book coming out this year. It's actually crashing out really bad at the end of the year, but now that it's January, I think a lot of the negative feelings have gone away. Mostly I'm just trying to feel excited and grateful right now. Becoming a debut author, I feel like there are some things that nobody fully prepared me for. Obviously, the first thing that I felt was just this huge wave of imposter syndrome. And for me, this all led up into the author blurb process, which is like where you basically have to have other authors read your book. Honestly, I always knew that like author blurbs were going to be a thing. Like, it actually came time to do the outreach and to like ask authors to like read your book. All of these authors that you admire, that you've been reading for years, and like you ask them to read your book and like they actually reply to you. The other thing I think is a really good thing to prepare for is how many times you are going to have to answer the same questions and what is your book about, what inspired you to write the book. The other thing with like entering your debut year, there's so much anticipation. For so many of us, writing and publishing is this like childhood dream, and oftentimes we don't achieve it until years and years later, and then suddenly you're here, like this is the years and years later. There's this feeling of like, I don't want to mess it up, even though that's like slightly irrational because you can't really like control things, and since you can't control it, it's like you might as well enjoy it. I'm gonna try to do this year, not stress about it. My debut novel is actually a Gatsby retelling. It's a queer cyberpunk Gatsby retelling. It comes out this fall, and I have been writing it for technically 5 years now. When I first started writing the book, Gatsby technically wasn't in public domain. It came out in 1925, exactly 100 years from this year. Okay, happy 2025.